Do you think it makes sense for Coinbase to be the leader in crowdsourcing other crypto companies and exchanges, and potentially suing the SEC for the clarity? And look, there's a lot of confusion, right? And I was kind of disappointed that Kraken settled, and I wish they had fought, but maybe I don't have all the details. But does it make sense? And this could take years, and it could be probably pretty expensive. But if you guys crowdsource your resources, could that work?
Well, Coinbase is prepared to fight where we think the law has been twisted and abused in a way that no court would tolerate. But we don't want to fight. I mean, to be very clear, Tony, like my first, second, and third preference is to reach a reasonable accommodation in a conversation with the SEC through dialogue, and not just me and someone from the SEC sitting down in some smoke-filled back room. I'd rather do this in a public process where your listeners, members of the XRP army, our friends over there, and anybody else with a stake in this thing can offer their opinions and weigh in. All that said, the definition of a security is obviously something critical to this industry and this economy's long-term success, and we believe it will if the SEC insists on misapplying and misstating the standards, at some point court process may be necessary. I don't look forward to that. I don't think that a lengthy court process is the right way to resolve these issues, but we are prepared to do that if necessary. And of course, if we were to end up in court, I think there would be an opportunity for a wider circle of participants to be involved. But we aren't going to require that. We will stand up for the rule of law.
Yeah, and certainly to your point, like that's probably a last resort, right?
Totally. No, because and it's not because I don't love being in court. I mean, I was a trial judge, I was a trial lawyer. I love court process. But the problem with litigation is that it takes, in some cases, years to resolve. Look what's going on in the XRP Ripple case, right? Like that case has now been pending for several years. I mentioned that several more years may lie ahead in the form of appeals and the like. That doesn't give anyone clarity or certainty in a way that we think is important to allow for the industry to grow.